If you're here today, you like Dark Souls, please stick around, join the stream, engage with it, and please support it, because I want to keep Dark Souls 2 as a main game in the schedule. I wanted to play this at length and get through not only the entire game, but do all of the DLCs, and it was weird and disheartening when all of a sudden that last stream did so poorly. So, more than likely, if Spoons isn't going to be around, okay, it wasn't his first day. He had been around for 2-3 days, Felipe Baxter. You're a liar. I don't know why he reacted like that unless he was fishing for drama, which it seems like he is, which is not a surprise because it's the Kick Chat. It's always fishing for drama. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the show. It's time to chill with Phil for about an hour, and then we're going to jump back into Dark Souls 2, which, to be very honest with all of you, I hope does much better today than it did last time we played it. The reason I say that is, listen, I love Dark Souls 2, and I hate it. It's a game that has a lot of weird things. The ADP mechanic makes it so you're so dang slow, and the targeting is kind of wonky compared to other Dark Souls games. The hit detection is bad, but the game has, how can I say? The game has heart. The game has great world design, uniqueness to it in the enemies, in the boss fights, in the environments. The game has a ridiculous amount of content, even in the base game, and then there's DLCs. So, with all of that, it's been kind of an interesting playthrough, especially with the path tracing mod. I'm enjoying it, particularly for variety. If you look at everything I'm doing right now, right? You know, Assassin's Creed, Pokemon, TCG, fighting games, etc. This is the game that's challenging, right? This is the game that's actually like, ooh, it's tough. So to give me something that's challenging and fun that I fail at a million times, but I still persevere, that's good stuff for the schedule and good stuff for variety. That's why I really like it. And it's been doing all right. And then all of a sudden, last time we played it, last week, it didn't do well. It was a really, really, really slow stream. And I was like, ooh, I wonder what's going on. Why did it slow down so badly? Maybe it was just a one-off bad day, and I do hope that's the case. If you're here today, you like Dark Souls, please stick around, join the stream, engage with it, and please support it, because I want to keep Dark Souls 2 as a main game in the schedule. I wanted to play this at length and get through not only the entire game, but do all of the DLCs, and it was weird and disheartening when all of a sudden that last stream did so poorly. The truth, I don't have a lot going on this morning to talk about, so what I'd like to do is just open up the chat to Q&A. I'll say one quick thing about the Kick Chat. All right, so here's the deal with Kick Chat. And by the way, everyone who's spamming is about to get timed out. So as you guys know, my biggest restreamer on YouTube got banned from YouTube about a week and a half ago. Since then, people who troll me are very upset. They're constantly misbehaving. They're going crazy in the various chats, etc. The problem was, two of my moderators on Kick basically got unmodded and banned because they joined in this bandwagon last week when the restreamer got banned. Okay? So I said, that's it, you're not mods anymore. And they got, removed, and they're not there anymore. So basically, I've had no moderators at all for a week, and the Kick Chat has been completely out of control, and everyone knows it. You go to the Kick Chat, it's like, oh my god, it's moving a mile a minute. You got people spamming, you got people saying disgusting, harmful things constantly, but I'm not going to be able to control it. I can't moderate it myself when I'm streaming, so I just ignored it, right? So 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, Spoons, who you guys remember, is the guy who actually suggested the stuff about Pokemon trading cards to begin with months ago. He was the one who said, hey, you can get it from this site and stuff like that. He emailed me and said, hey, I'd like to offer my services as a moderator. I know that you're not looking for over moderation or whatever, but you have none now, and it would be great to at least have me in there to stop spam and the harmful stuff when it happens. And I said, that's great, and understand, I know right now it's really bad, but just stop the massive spam, just do some basic moderation, set up some polls, stuff like that. That would be good stuff for the chat right now. Great. Okay. So he did it for like 2 days. The first day, he did a good job. He was doing polling and stuff. People liked it. People were using their channel points or whatever, and it was fun. And then yesterday, I think it was only the second day that he was a mod. It could have been his third, but I think it was like his second day as a mod. So we're doing Friday Night Fights, right? The entire chat as I'm playing fighting games is insanely toxic on Kick. It's disgusting, vile insults. Horrible things are being said. And the chat is flying mile a minute with trolling. He's just sitting there doing nothing. Literally, and I'm looking because I'm thinking, is he not there? No, he's there. It shows he's been sitting in chat the whole time. He didn't moderate at all. He just ignored it all, which is the whole point of me moderating him. Like, there was no reason for me to make him a mod if he was just going to sit there and not moderate at all. All right? So I spoke up and I said, Spoons, why are you not moderating? Like, you can see how bad the chat is right now. This was the point of making you the mod. That you could moderate chat and stop and shut it down when it gets crazy. Because right now it's absolutely insane. Like, no one could rationally talk in the chat last night because the trolls were there so bad spamming, right? So then I go back to playing and I go back, oh, he got upset and he left. Huh? You contacted me to be a moderator. You know what it means to be a moderator. I wasn't asking for you to lock down the chat. It was very simple. Just stop the spamming. Because, again, it was just nonstop copy-paste spamming of toxic stuff. He didn't do any moderation. I simply said, hey, I made you a moderator for a reason. Please moderate. He got upset and left. Well, sorry, then don't ask to be a moderator if you're not going to moderate. We already didn't have a moderator for like a week. I was just letting the chat roll. If you want to be a moderator, be a moderator. If you don't. But there's no in-between where you magically get mod powers, but then you don't use them or you selectively use them. You either are or you're not. So that's all that happened. Kick chat is acting like I sat here and I lectured the guy for an hour and I yelled at him and I was mean to him. None of that happened. I didn't ban him. I didn't even demod him. He just left of his own accord and everyone decided to be a bitch and hissy fit about it like I did something wrong. I didn't. If you think I did, fuck you. Okay? You're fuck off. Because he asked to be a mod, he decided not to mod. That's his fault. I have the right to say, hey, I made you a mod. Are you going to do it or not? And he didn't answer, said he just left. So if you got a problem with that, fuck you, leave. I don't want you in my chat. Period. Don't care who you are. If you have an issue with someone being matter-of-fact fair with someone, I don't want you in the chat. You're a loser. Okay? Leave right now. I mean it. Just go away. Don't come back to the kick chat. No one wants you here, especially me. So there's that. That's that. And that's all I'm saying about it, because that's literally what happened. I'm not going to sit here and act like I did something wrong when I didn't. You can watch the stream back. It's like a moment where I'm like, hey, Spoons, are you going to moderate? The chat's going crazy. You're not doing anything. And then I went right back to playing games. That was it. And then everyone's like, oh, let's crucify Phil. No, fuck you. You're a loser. No one cares. You're a fucking piece of shit. No one cares about your dumb opinion. You're just a troll. You were trolling anyway. I know you don't like me, so fuck off. You're irrelevant. Bye-bye.